And when the judge call your name, please unmute your device. Good morning, Your Honor.
That way. And good morning, Mr. Bachman. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. Great. I sent you a chat.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you.
What would you like to start with?
Let's start at the top of the docket. On page 1, Mr. Andre Davis.
Yes.
You said Jane Davis?
Andre.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Not you, Miss Davis. We're gonna start with Andre Davis. Mr. Davis, sir, can you unmute yourself?
Hey, yes, I'm Andre Davis. How you doing today?
I'm well. This is the People versus Andre Davis, ticket number P1209850, count 1, tinted windows, front driver, passenger windshield more than 4 inches. And count 2, no proof of insurance. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Bachman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman, P55052 for the defendant. Sir, would you please state your name for the record, your full name?
Yes, Andre Davis.
Thank you. So, Your Honor, the defendant has sent compliance documents to the court's attention. Well, for that reason, we would ask that the instant cases against him be dismissed.
All right, and as the officer of the court, Mr. Bachman, you've had an opportunity to view those documents and they were in fact valid.
Absolutely, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court will dismiss both counts without prejudice. Mr. Davis, good luck to you, sir, and you are all
I
set.
had paid a bond too.
Will the bond automatically be that? It should automatically be returned to you, Mr. Davis.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
No, not at this time. Thanks a lot.
Okay, you're all set. Good luck to you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, who's next?
Would the court please call People versus?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bachman, before we go to you.
Okay.
Ms.
We're
Tia,
going to Mr. Tia, right.
all about her.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Shahada Tia, on behalf of Mr. Kyle Daniel, P80947.
Okay, and I'm sorry about that, Mr. Tia, I tried to.
No worries, Judge.
Okay, so this is the People versus Kyle Daniel. Mr. Daniel, you can unmute yourself. Ticket number P1219209, count 1, reckless driving. Good morning. Please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Atia.
Shahada Tia on behalf of Mr. Kyle Daniel.
Good morning. My name is Kyle Daniel.
There is an offer, Ms. Atia. Does your client wish to avail himself to that offer?
No, Your Honor.
So how does your client wish to proceed?
We would like to ask the court for a dismissal at this point.
And Your Honor, Tamika Horn on behalf of the City of Detroit, P70303. And Ms. Atia, what is your reasoning for the motion to dismiss?
There is possibly 2 potential officers that could have shown up to testify today, and neither of them have shown up today. There were 3 officers on the scene, and the 3rd officer does not have a report and he hasn't shown up. So the prosecution does not have any witnesses for this case at this time.
And this is set for trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
It looks like this was set for trial at 8:35. It is now 9:45. Ms. Horn, do you in fact have any witnesses that have checked in?
To my knowledge, Your Honor, I have no reasons for why the officers did not appear. But with that being said, the people would not be prepared to proceed to trial today.
So with that, the court will dismiss this count without prejudice. Mr. Daniel, you are all set, sir, and good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
Your Honor, we're ready on Jane Davis, Your Honor.
Jane Davis, okay. 1 second. Ms. Davis, is it Jane or James?
It's Jane Davis, ma'am.
Okay, they have your name in here incorrectly. Okay, this is the People versus Jane Davis, ticket number 490050. Count one, allowing unlicensed drivers to drive, and then count two, no insurance. Good morning, please state your name for the record, starting with Attorney Bachman.
May it please the court, Harry Boffman, P55052, on behalf of the defendant. Would you state your full name, ma'am, please?
My name is Jane Davis.
Thank you. Your Honor, my client is aware of her rights to a trial. She's going to waive that here and now. She's going to plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation. Thank you.
Ms. Davis, can you raise your right hand?
Yes,
Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
yes,
Okay, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Bachman today in private about your case and your rights.
yes,
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
no,
Okay, and you're pleading of your own free will?
yes,
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
yes,
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
yes,
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
yes,
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of May 31st, 2021 at approximately 12:20 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Chicago Boulevard and Rosa Parks Boulevard in the city of Detroit?
yes.
Were you actually in this vehicle or were you not in the vehicle?
I was in the vehicle.
Okay, and the vehicle was a 2015 Jeep vehicle?
Yes,
And did you allow an unlicensed driver to drive that vehicle?
yes,
Satisfied, thank you.
And I'm also satisfied with factual basis. Mr. Bachman, you stipulate the probable cause as the remaining count to be dismissed.
So stipulated. Thank you, Your Honor.
So the count two will be dismissed without prejudice. Without prejudice, we'll proceed to sentencing. Ms. Davis, are you employed?
yes. I do Uber bicycles.
Okay, so there is gonna be a fine of $200. Will June 21st be enough time for you to pay that fine?
Okay.
I mean, is that enough time or did you need additional time?
That should be enough time.
Okay, so it'll be due June 21st. Did you have any questions?
No,
Okay, so you're all set, ma'am. Good luck to you.
thank you.
All right. One second. All right. Who's next, Mr. Baca?
Your Honor, I would ask if the court has a offer in the file for Mr. Jared Doyle.
Yes, the court does have an offer
Okay.
of fail to display.
So we're ready on that case.
Okay, Mr. Doyle,
Yes,
this is the People versus Jared Doyle on ticket number P780696, count one, drove while license not valid or improper license. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Bachman.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Sir, state your full name, please.
Jared Michael Doyle.
Thank you. The defendant is here and now going to waive any rights to any further hearings or trials. He's going to plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Doyle, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Bachman today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes,
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
No, Your Honor.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
Understanding that you're pleading guilty, you understand that you're waiving your right to trial?
Yeah.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of December 5th, 2017 at approximately 6:28 PM. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Mount Elliott and the East I-94 ramp in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you driving a 2004 BMW vehicle?
Yes.
And did you not have a license or improper license?
Yes.
Satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, the court is also satisfied with factual basis. The charge is amended to fail to display. You understand, Mr. Doyle, you do have some other cases or tickets that are in default?
With the city of Detroit?
We spoke about it, Mr. Doyle. Remember the 2017 cases that?
Yeah.
There's 3 of them. So make sure you pay those so you can get reinstated, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so there is going to be a fine, Mr. Doyle, of $200. Are you working, sir?
Yes, I,
Okay, so is June 21st enough time for you to get that paid?
I put a bond of $250 down.
Oh, okay, well then the bond should automatically be taken out and then you should get a refund, but you know you're still gonna have to probably make some payments for the default cases.
Okay, so Your Honor, the default cases, can I just call and make a payment plan with that, or?
If they can buy anything else to those.
Okay, they can apply your refund from the bond and
Okay.
there is a number you can call. Do you have a pen ready?
Yes, give me just a moment.
Sure.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
855-798-1547.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
No, that's all.
Okay, you're all set, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Boston, who's next?
So next, we would ask that the court call the People versus Temesia Daniel.
Okay, Tamasia Daniels, you can unmute yourself, ma'am. On the bottom left-hand corner, there's like a microphone. If you're on your phone, you might have to tap, there you are. All right, this is the People versus Tamasia Daniel. Ticket number P.
Yes, I have it, Your Honor.
Ticket number P1235070, count 1, drove while license not valid or improper license, and count 2, drive unregistered or entitled vehicle. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Boston.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boff for the defendant. Ma'am, state your full name, please.
Deja Daniel.
Thank you. My client is going to hear and now waive rights to any further trials or hearings. She's going to plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation now part of the court file. Thank you.
Mr. Bachman, it looks like it looks like the recommendation is to dismiss without prejudice as the civil, that she must have had received some civil infractions.
And she paid. So perfect. We would have no objection to that recommendation. We would thank the court kindly and stipulate to probable cause as to any matters being dismissed here. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, no problem. These matters are dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Daniel, you are all set, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good luck to you.
Goodbye.
Now we are ready for Maurice Davis, Your Honor.
Mr. Bachman, did you have an offer for Mr. Davis?
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Davis, and I would assume that the obligatory offer would be for failure to display. He has one count of not having a valid driver's license.
Okay. All right, this is the people versus, oh, Mr. Davis, you can unmute yourself. The people versus Maurice Davis, ticket number 193992521, count 1, no operator's license on person. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Bachman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for the defendants. First, full name, please.
Maurice Lee Davis.
Thank you. Mr. Davis and I have had a discussion in the breakout room together. He has decided to waive rights to any further hearings or trials and plead guilty here and now to failure to display a valid driver's license.
All right, Mr. Davis, can you raise your right hand? You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Put your hand down, sir. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Bachman today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes,
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
no,
And you're pleading of your own free will,
yes,
pleading guilty because you're actually guilty,
yes,
and knowing that you're pleading guilty, you have to waive your right to trial,
yes,
and knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea.
yes,
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of April 30th, 2019 at approximately 1:50 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of 7 Mile and Gilchrist in the city of Detroit?
yes, I was.
Were you driving a 1999 Ford vehicle?
Yes, I was.
Did you not have your operator's license on your person?
No, I didn't.
Satisfied, Mr. Bachman?
I am, thank you, Your Honor. Yes.
And the court is also satisfied on factual basis will amend the original charge from no operator's license on person to fail to display, and will proceed to sentencing. Mr. Davis, are you currently working, sir?
Yes,
Okay, so is June 21st a good date for you to make the payment of $200?
or I can come make that payment today.
Okay, you can, but you may want to wait till at least tomorrow for it to get into the system. So you can call, or you can do it online, or there's kiosks around the city. Did you need the phone number to call?
I'm ready.
It's 855-798-1547. Any other
All right.
questions, sir?
Now, will I be able to get my license after that?
You will probably have to pay some reinstatement fees to the Secretary of State.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know how much that's going to be, and I'm not sure about that, so you need to contact them, okay?
All right.
Okay, any other questions, sir?
Nope.
Okay, you're all set, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Bachman, you set?
We're ready on Cody Dreher.
right, this is the People versus Cody Dreyer. Ticket number 717129, count one, drive while license suspended. Count two, open intoxication. Then ticket number 519359, count one, no operator's permit. Count two, unregistered motor vehicle. Count three, no insurance. And ticket number P 1112247, count one, no insurance misdemeanor. And count two, driver's license never acquired. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Bachman.
Harry Boffin on behalf of the defendant, sir. State your name, please.
Cody Jamarcus Dreer.
Thank you. Your Honor, these matters are set for trial, and in the majority of the matters, the defense is moving to dismiss for lack of a complaining witness. There are two matters for which Corporal Whitehead did show up. They are the first two matters listed on the docket. And we would ask the court here and now to accept a plea of guilty from the defendant here to count one. That would be no insurance misdemeanor, and would ask that that charge thereafter be reduced to improper plate. That count two would thereby be dismissed. That is a driver's license never acquired count, and that the balance would be dismissed on my motion with respect to lack of complaint witnesses. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Give me one moment because it's a little different on the plea form. So,
Right.
So as the ticket number ending in 129, you're moving for that to be dismissed because of no complaint, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And then also, and the same goes for ticket number ending in 359.
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court will dismiss those without prejudice as to no complainant. The complainant has failed to appear. And then your client wishes to make admissions to count one on ticket number ending in 247 with an amendment to, was it failed to display?
To improper plate.
To improper play.
Correct.
All right, so Mr. Is it pronounced Dreyer? Dreyer?
Dreyer.
Dreyer, okay, can you raise your hand, right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Bachman today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
No.
Pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
And knowing that you're pleading, I'm sorry, you also understand you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna direct your attention to the date of September 8th, 2020 at approximately 12:59 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Van Dyke and Bliss Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
You drive a 2001 Chevrolet vehicle,
Yes.
and did you not have any insurance?
No.
Are you confirming that you didn't have insurance, sir?
Yes.
Okay, I'm satisfied. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Boston. The court is also satisfied with factual basis. Will accept admissions to the no insurance misdemeanor, will amend the charge to improper place, will dismiss count two and the other tickets without prejudice, as you do stipulate, Mr. Bachman, to proper cause.
I stipulate to probable cause as to all matters being dismissed here. Thank you, Your Honor.
And so the court will proceed to sentencing, which there will be a fine, Mr. Dreyer, of $200. How much time do you need to pay that? Are you working?
I set a bond for $750. Does that get returned to me, or how does that work?
You're all set then. Then yes, so I'll put that it's due on June 21st, but
Okay.
if the bond is gonna automatically be returned to you, I don't know if you have any reinstatement. Do you have your license?
No, I don't.
Okay, so there's gonna probably be some reinstatement fees you're gonna have to pay.
Okay.
So the refund of your bond could probably go to that as well.
Okay.
Okay, did you have any other questions?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so you're all set. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, that man.
Are we ready on Lakeitha Dallas?
Okay, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Dallas, unmute your device.
All right, you said Lakeitha Dallas, all right. This is the People versus Lakeitha Dallas. Ticket number SP 11484889. Count 1, sorry. Driving registered or entitled vehicle. And count 2, drove while unlicensed. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Boston.
Morning, Harry Boffman, P55052, on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Dallas. State your full name, please.
Lakeitha Dallas.
Thank you. My client knows she has a right to a trial. Well, first, she's here for a show cause, Your Honor. She inadvertently missed her last action date, so we would ask that the court accept here and now her waiver of more formal reading of the information or complaint and standing mute for arraignment purposes.
Okay.
Thank you. And so she's going to here and now waive rights to any trial, plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation, which I discussed with her was plead to count 1. That is a no point offense that doesn't abstract onto her Secretary of State driving record. That is no registration or driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle, and count 2 would thereby be dismissed. And I would stipulate to probable cause for that.
Okay, Mr. Boston,
Yeah.
I was just trying to look at the docket. I do see on the plea form that there's another ticket,
Okay.
but I mean, it looks like the offer is to dismiss it. I just
Okay.
want to make a call. Yeah, I don't see it on the docket. Give me 1 moment.
Understood.
Those 3, we still got. Daniel's Kenneth.
No, this is for the key, yeah, keep it down.
I said Kenneth Daniel.
Oh, no. Okay, you know what, I don't think there's another.
Yeah.
I don't think there's another case. I think there's just
The 2 on the
on the plea form. Okay, all right, so your client does wish to avail herself to that offer.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Dallas, I'm sorry about the delay. Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Baughman today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
No.
Pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
All right. And are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty today, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of December 22nd, 2020 at approximately 8:16 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Gratiot and James Street in the city of Detroit? You said yes?
Yes.
And you were driving a 2009 Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes.
Right. And was your vehicle unregistered or untitled?
Yes.
Satisfied with the factual basis. Thank you, Your Honor.
Court is also satisfied with the factual basis, and you stipulate the proper cause as to count two be dismissed.
Show stipulated, yes, Your Honor.
And the court will amend the original charge that she made admissions to improper place and will proceed with sentencing. Ms. Dallas, are you employed?
Yes.
Okay, so there's gonna be a fine of $200 for you as well. Will June 21st be okay date for you to pay that, or do you need additional time, or did you pay a bond?
I need a longer date, like into mid July.
Okay, how's July 19th?
That's fine.
Okay, so due on July 19th, $200. Did you have any other questions?
No.
Okay, so you're all set, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Winona Davis has just joined the meeting.
Okay.
Mr. Baughman,
Yes.
to plead 899, default to civil fraction, be responsible, other matter will be dismissed.
Understood. Can I have Ms. Davis in a breakout room?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before we do that, did you want to do Danielle Ruff?
Well, I would believe my motion is going to be for dismissal based on a lack of one of the complaining witnesses. I do thank Officer Joe Malou for attending. So I believe we probably would need Ms. Horn to come back, considering the charges in that case.
Okay, all right, so Ms. Ruff is gonna be a moment, and then you'll be put in a breakout room to speak with Ms. Davis and Officer Malou. You're also on Danielle Ruff.
Yes, he is.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Your Honor, I'll put him back into the breakout room.
Thank
Okay,
you. To the Mr. Clerk, would you repeat the offer, please?
Responsible on the civil fraction, other matter dismissed.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
And Ms. Winona Davis, I'm going to put you in a breakout room and wait patiently. The House Counsel, which is Harry Baughman, will be in to assist you. Now, when you come back out of the breakout room and you're before the court, you cannot wear that hat, ma'am. You cannot wear the hat. Okay, so I'm gonna put you in breakout room number 2.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. When- Officer Maluf, I didn't mean for you to go back into the breakout room. Okay, I'm going to breakout room number 2, Mr. Bachman.
Thank you.
Are you ready, Mr. Bachman?
I am on Winona Davis, please.
What about Ms. Ruff?
Well, yeah, we can go ahead with that one as well.
Okay, I'll close, bring them out. All right.
Rob, you can unmute yourself. Ms. Rob, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is the People versus Danielle Ruff, ticket number P11503119. Count 1, driver's license expired. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Bachman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant. Would you state your full name for the record, ma'am?
Danielle Ruff.
Thank you. Today is the date and time for trial in this matter. towards that end, the people have a witness. Officer, would you please announce your name to the court?
Officer Joe Maloof.
Thank you. I believe that the people are not able to proceed today for lack of an additional witness who has not yet appeared.
Sir,
Yes,
sir.
is that your case, Officer Taylor?
Sergeant Ronald Taylor. I'm the data master.
Okay, you're the data man. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
So what my client is going to do at this point, seeing that the people are ready to proceed and appreciating the presence of both officers in this case, my client is here now going to waive rights to any trial today. She's going to plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation now before the court. Is that she would plead here and now to operating while impaired, and the balance of cases, the instant cases, would here be dismissed on my stipulation of probable cause, which I give now on behalf of the defendant to ratify this agreement. Thank you, Your Honor.
Driver's license expired for Ms.
That's
Ruff.
correct. That's correct. Oh, she's got an OWI, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Let me also call ticket number Z8084431, operating while intoxicated. That's also set for trial. Okay, thank you. So
Thank you, Your Honor.
the offer, is it just to the fail to display? What is?
The offer is, that she would plead to operating while visibly impaired. That's a reduction in the charges on the Z ticket. And for her plea to that, the city would thereafter dismiss the driving on an expired license case here.
Okay. All right, let me finish. Okay.
I'm sorry, Sergeant Taylor, would you, I don't know if you made an appearance. Would you state your name for the record, please?
Sergeant Ronald Taylor, badge S412.
Thank you.
And is this a no contest plea, Mr. Bachman?
It's guilty.
Okay. Ms. Ruff, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You've had an opportunity, you can put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Bachman today in private about the
did.
case, right?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
I'm sorry, give me one second. You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty,
Yes.
and knowing that you're making a guilty plea, you understand you're waiving your right to trial,
Yes.
and knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to direct your attention to the date of January 30th, 2021 at approximately 9:50 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Kitchener Street and East Jefferson in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you operating a vehicle while intoxicated?
Yes.
You're satisfied, Mr. Bachman? You're muted, Mr. Bachman.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Did the court ask if I was satisfied with the factual basis?
I did.
I am satisfied. Thank you.
All right, and the court is all satisfied with the factual basis, and you stipulate the probable cause as the remaining count to be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated. Thank you.
So the remaining count is dismissed. without prejudice. All right, so there is gonna, I don't know, was there a recommendation for anything else or?
Oh, Your Honor, they'll,
Okay, so we'll proceed to sentencing. There will be a fine of $200. Ms. Ruff, are you working currently?
Not at this time.
You can do community service in lieu of the fine. Would you prefer to pay the fine?
Community service.
Okay, so you could do 25 hours of community service. I'll give you 45 days to complete that. So you can have it completed by July 7th. There is a phone number that you need to call. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, just a moment. Just a moment. I'm ready.
Okay, the phone number is 313
313 965
8130.
8130.
And the name is Ms. Green. She is who you would contact. So that you could to set up your community service.
Okay.
Did you have any other questions?
Okay, so once I do this community service, would I be able to get my license back or?
There may be some reinstatement fees, and I can't do anything about those fees. So this will take care of this ticket, but you might have to pay some other fees.
Okay.
And can you send me a chat of your phone number so that we can have that just in case anyone needs to call you? So send it personally.
Give it to you now?
I mean, I don't think you don't have to say it out. You can just do it chat. Do you see my name? Do you see Honorable Raeigen Evans?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you can call the courtroom.
965.
The number's 313-965-2290.
Could you repeat that? The first three digits?
965.
965.
2290.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You're on set, man.
Thank you.
Okay, well, give me 1 second, Ms. Davis. You can unmute yourself. Ms. Davis, do you know how to unmute yourself? It's on the bottom left-hand corner. There's a microphone.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. This is the People versus Winona Davis, ticket number P1198899. count one, which is in default, disregard signal red or amber, and then ticket number P11988929. Count one, failed to display a valid operator's license, not a person. Good morning, please state your names for the record.
Winona,
Sorry, starting with Attorney Ball.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Again, your name, ma'am.
Winona Davis.
Thank you, Ms. Davis and I have discussed the matter. She understands there's a recommendation now before the court that requires her to plead responsible here and now to the civil infraction, and that is what she wishes to do. Is that correct, Ms. Davis?
Yes.
And I, on behalf of the defendant, would stipulate the probable cause as to any matters being dismissed. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Bachman, you stipulate to the face of the ticket?
Absolutely, for the purpose of the plea here today, yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you stipulate the proper cause as to the remaining count to be dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
Okay, so there is gonna be a fine or proceed to sentencing. There is a fine, Ms. Davis, of $130.
Okay.
There's a fine of $130. And that has to be, are you working? Because it needs to be paid in 14 days or it'll go into default.
I could pay within 14 days.
Okay, so then it'll be due June 1st. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am. I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
I have another ticket that was scheduled for, I think, August in your courtroom.
There's another ticket. Do you have that ticket number?
I'm not sure if, because I'm not sure if that's part of this morning or not. So maybe I shouldn't worry about that right now.
Do you have a case number for that ticket?
No, ma'am, not right now.
What's the name of the person?
WINONA. Looking right now, Ms. Davis.
Okay, thank you.
Is your middle name Marie?
It is.
Drove while license not valid, Mr. Bachman.
Okay,
Yeah, you heard that, Ms. Bachman?
I did. Is that an open unresolved case that we want to take care of now, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay, so we would ask the court to accept a plea to failure to display from the defendant here.
Okay. All right, Ms. Davis, raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
I guess it would help if I read the case number. This is ticket number SP 12224-168, count one, drove a license not valid or improper license. Ms. Davis, you've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Bachman today in private about your case and your rights. Did you hear me, Mrs. Davis? You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Bachman today.
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Bachman today about your case and your rights.
Okay,
That's a question. You have?
I did. I did.
Okay.
Not about this one, though.
Okay, do you need to speak with him?
I'm not sure.
Well, we spoke about, I mean, on the record, we've placed on the record that the new charge was driving without a valid driver's license. The plan is that if you would be willing to plead guilty to the reduced charge of failing to display a valid driver's license, that's a no-point offense. It will go on your driving record, but there's no points on your driving record. That will resolve that matter, and thereby you can pay that fine and go get your license.
Thank
That
you.
what you want to do?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am,
And you're pleading of your own free will?
I am.
And you're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes,
Okay, and knowing that you're pleading guilty, you understand you're waiving your right to trial?
I do.
All right, and knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna direct your attention to the date of July 13, 2021 at approximately 11:59 a.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Gratiot and Jane in the city of Detroit,
Yes,
driving a 2010 Mercury vehicle?
yes,
And were you driving without a license or improper license?
yes,
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Court is also satisfied the factual basis will amend the charge to, was it failed to display?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then, we'll proceed to sentencing on this. The court will waive this fine. And you are all set. So you have the 130 days, got to pay in 14 days.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.